Good morning. How's everyone today? Just a couple of minutes behind, so made a thermos of coffee. Hopefully I'm more successful today than I was the other day. Didn't use that coffee blend today. There you go, sweetheart. The Bubba girl's down around my feet. Hi, Uncover the News. Now, there's been a huge earthquake in Haiti. 7.5, 200 and something people already. It was Governor General Mary Simon tomorrow. Oh, interesting. September election. Hi, Beverly Spencer. How are you? Ted Cruz gave a speech basically saying he's not going to support any voting rights legislation. I'm doing good today. The case is still going up in Florida. Yeah, I'm going good. I am. Have you got the numbers for Melbourne yet, Em? I know that they're looking to extend the lockdown. In the main tarot, I've started rotating the decks and stuff. 0 new cases locally acquired for Queensland. That's great. Poland fund. Well, that's very nice of them. Really appreciated. Yes, $5,000 fines, yeah, for the breaching stay-at-home orders. Yeah, they helped us boost our supplies, yeah. So let's have a look at what's happening around the traps, hey? DeJoy being tied to to one of the governors financially of the USPS governor, the head of the committee. His name's Bloom or something. So USPS. Any closer? Well, this guy is the head. It's going to be really hard to get rid of DeJoy, but it is going to happen. But we'll see if it's any closer, especially with this revelation that DeJoy had invested over $300,000 into the company that Bloom, who is the head of the board of governors for the USPS, he works for it. Yes, 5,000 troops to Afghanistan. I saw that. Hi, Mimi Rose. Hi, Clarence Fields. I got a decent coffee into the thermos today. Yes, Haiti. That might have been the disruption that I saw. Not too long into things. Remember, I did a reading after the president was assassinated, and I think there'd be some very turbulent, disruptive events. It'd be very turbulent for a while, and that might be because of the earthquake. To do the footy this afternoon. I haven't watched any footy this week, so our military is going in to evacuate our people. I've just seen the headline: the Australian military is going in to get Australians out, I think, by the looks of it. Australian military will embark on a dangerous mission to urgently evacuate hundreds of people from Afghanistan. Yeah, from Kabul. Hastily organised air bridge mission. They will be in evacuating Afghan interpreters and contractors who served alongside Defence Force troops. So good. And Australians working for Afghan and international charities and non-government organisations will also be offered evacuation, as well as journalists and some dual citizen. Hi, Karen Anderson. Hi, Duke Gerard. Hi, Carter Mancy. So that's well, the evacuations. I'm sure other countries are sending in. The evacuation of US, Australia, etc., Australian people go well. I mean, there's no doubt about it, these troops, US troops, Australian troops, they will defend if the Taliban try to stop or interfere with the evacuations. Oh, that's good. The US Supreme Court refuses to block Indiana University's requirement. That's good. Oh, Marjorie Taylor Greene, yeah, she's a horrible person. Fox News has got Antifa activists clash with anti-mask protests. Yeah, no. September 18. Will it be disruptive or not? We'll have a look at that. What do the Taliban want in Afghanistan? Well, they want to rule things their way. They want to be, you know, they don't want girls educated. They want, you know, yeah. New South Wales is apparently just, they can't, their medical system can't support any more cases of COVID. That came out yesterday. Hi, Joe G. Hi, Sharon Sipe. 2 new local cases in the ACT. Not good. Hi, Crazy Cat Lady Farley. Hi, Apple. Hi. Okay. Anyone got questions? Oh. Okay, Georgia investigations into Trump and Lindsey Graham's phone calls. Yes, we can check in on that. No problem. Hi, Linda B. 415. Yeah. Hey, Bubba, you're going to show everyone your pretty face? You're going to show everyone your pretty face today? Hey, going to show people your pretty face today? Yeah, any more questions, guys? Hi, Mims. Hope you guys enjoyed the Friday the 13th special. So it's statewide lockdown in New South Wales now. It's gone statewide. Yeah. Sweetie, you noodle. I'm surprised cats don't hurt themselves. Will it be safe to take a vacation in the spring in the US? COVID in spring 2022. We'll see if we can have a look forward on that one. Hey, sweetheart, what you doing? Yeah, come here. You noodle. You're a noodly girl, aren't you? You're a noodly girl. You got yourself up in all sorts of... Come here. Come on. Come on. Let's get rid of this bag. It's in the wrong place, isn't it? Come here, sweetie. She's got herself trapped a bit. There we go. She's got herself into a bit of a corner there. And a wee bit trapped. So she couldn't quite figure out the way out. So cyber ninjas have gone quite... Yeah, what's up with that? I was just thinking that yesterday. Jared, yeah. Jared, the Jareds, that's Jared and Ivanka. Cyber ninjas, they have gone quite... What has happened to the Arizona audit? You have a couple of the people who, you know, went on ordering it saying they wish they'd never done it. They wish they'd never voted for it. What does Jared's attorney think of it? Jared, unlike his father-in-law, does pay his bills, so he's keeping his mouth shut on his private opinion. Yeah. Hi, Mr. Morris Evan Jones. Hi, Anrad. Couple more questions before we get started. So I may as well get started now then. So US DeJoy. Now this latest thing with him and Bloom, I think his name is, who is the head of the board of governors of the post office. Even though the post office doesn't do any business with this company that Bloom is a member of, it's still infighting violence. I don't know why they, possibly because it, yeah. Interesting question. Hi, Deborah Costro. Yeah, I'm just looking at that. Why isn't he gone yet? Thank you. Oh, okay, very quick, Mr. Morris Evan Jones. Normally when I do a personal reading, I'll get you to email me, but you know, what do the cards say? I'll just do 3 quick cards for you about meeting new co-workers, okay? But normally, and thank you for the support, for the donation. Normally, if you want a private reading, it's you can email me at footprinttarot at gmail.com. But I've got Justice, the Nine of Wands, and the King of Pentacles. I mean, you're justifiably a little bit nervous, and you might find it a little bit bumpy for a couple of days, maybe a week or so, but I think you will settle in fine. You've got the King of Pentacles there, and yeah, so it can always be a little bit of a fright, okay? It's a little bit unsettling after such a long absence away. Yeah, you might feel a little bit at first, but I do feel that you will settle. And yeah, and that you should be okay. So, and do think the best, and just a wee little, right. There's still going to be the people there that you worked with, and they would have missed you. And just, yeah, you might, there's always a little bit of gossip, and you might feel like you're being a little bit not in on everything, having been away for so long, but don't worry about that. Put yourself forward, and, you'll be surprised how quickly you're feeling back in with everyone. And, yeah, but yeah, there might be some surprising news about a couple of people that you know. So be prepared for some surprises as well. I thought they'd already had been caught up. So that's Mr. Morris. That's it. Generally, personal readings, you should email me at footprinttarot@gmail.com. I'll bring up the banner, and I'll do that there. Okay, I'll put the banner on there for a little while. Email at Footprint Tarot for reading. No, that's okay. That's okay. I do appreciate the donation too. The live streams I do, but I do face-to-face. I use Zoom or Skype or even WhatsApp. Oh, that's all right. Thank you again, Morris. And yeah, and if you want further deeper readings, you can email me, and I'll send you all the details on how that can do it. Okay, we're doing good. Thank you, Mims. I made some coffee today. I made the thermos of coffee today. We'll see how long that lasts. I might go through it really quick and still need him to make me a coffee. Yes, will the Proud Boys be called a terrorist group? Will they be designated as a terrorist group? I know QAnon has been. I thought they would already have been, but yeah, the Proud Boys. Let's see. Will the Proud Boys be called a terrorist group in the US? Canada did it. Canada did it. Yeah, that must have been what I heard. Will the US designate the Proud Boys as a terrorist group? Two of Wands, that is in the works. Queen of Swords, yes, they're being. When any of the members do think, thank you, Crazy Cat Lady Farley. When any of the members are up in courts, they are going to be treated as terrorists. Yes. Planning, there's definitely the Sun, yes. We've got the Two of Cups as well planned. Five of Pentacles out in the cold. That is definitely putting them out into a specific area. They will be designated as a terrorist threat. Seven of Wands. Strength. They are unfortunately gaining in strength and becoming more of a danger. Six of Pentacles. Four of Cups. A lot of them don't feel they're not going to be happy with being designated that way, but you know what? That's what their actions are. Especially when it's confirmed they were in on the planning of 1-6. I think they're waiting for confirmation on that as well. But I don't know why they're waiting so long. But yes, it is going to happen. And they might not even put it out there very loud. But yes, it is going to happen. They will be, as to when, not sure. Thanks, Em. So yes, they will be. It is planned. They're still doing some investigations. Well, I don't know why it's come out publicly yet. That has not been. I think there's always a bit of hesitancy on doing that, but but if they can do it to other groups, and they do it to the Black Panthers and stuff like that. Oregon Mims. Yeah, if you can put it in all caps, or Joji puts question in all caps before she asks the question. That's okay too. Yeah, so she puts question please or something in all caps, and then she types the rest. So either way, either the whole question in all caps or question please in front of it. And yeah. Okay, now what other questions are there? Oh, DeJoy. What's happening with DeJoy? Sorry, I got. Yes. Yeah. Hi, Deborah Cal. Yes, they are. They are already by a lot of people. It's just the formal declaration of it is yet to come. But in a lot of people's mind, yes, they are. DeJoy, what's going on with DeJoy? Confusion, intuition. He really is a sneaky bugger. He's got this bloom on the side. Obstinacy. And Biden still needs to get in another couple of supporters to the idea of getting rid of the man onto the board. He still hasn't got enough people on the board to do this. Materialism, of course, that's one of the things that's keeping him in. He's basically bribed this dude. Because it's not a position that Biden can just fire him. It's the board of governors that have that role. And three reforms, expansion, productivity, foresight. I'm using Woman in the Moon Tarot here. I have reversals in this deck. Pope, the Hierophant. Conformity, mediation. Yeah, it's processes. They're building up the case to get rid of him. The straw donor thing is Six of Cups. Things are, but yeah, things are starting to come back and bite him. Very chaotic things happening with him soon. The ethics of this deal with this, even though the post office itself does not deal with this company that DeJoy put $300,000 in, that the head of the board of governors works for, there's still this appearance of conflict. And Two of Wands, doubt, partnership problems, caution. Which is reversed. This one's got reversals in it. Queen of Wands. Yeah, because it's the independence. That means that the way it's set up, that one just can't get rid of him, unfortunately. 8 of Cups. Changing direction. Eight of Coins. There will be success. They will get rid of him, but it's still going to take a while. Inflexible attitude for the 9 of Wands. Controlling. Yeah, until they can get rid of or get more board members and get rid of the head or bring him round, Bloom, he's going to be there for a while. That's what I think that's what he meant. He's got this dude on the side. I'll ask a quick question. Guides of the highest truth and compassion. Will the joy be gone by Christmas? No, it was the first thing that I got in Mum. Will he be on his way out by Christmas? Yeah, he'll be on his way out. I'm just asking, and what came through the very first thing. He won't be gone, but he'll be on his way out. So things are starting. Basically he had the board of governors were people he wanted, and they just did what he said. That's how Trump got him in. Yeah, but he's going to be on his way out by Christmas. Not out by then, but on his way out. He'll be finding it harder to keep his grip on the board of governors and stuff as more and more things come out. Yeah. Possibly. I don't know much about him. But yeah, very much buying the way in. Now, we've got to Joy. Done him. Will the evacuations by the US, Australian and other troops, I think they'll be sending in troops from other countries as well to help with evacuations of their nationals. Will they go smoothly, or will those troops end up being there for an extended time? So we'll ask on the evacuations first. Will it go smoothly, guys? With the highest truth and compassion, please help. Sign and objectivity into the question. This is the hope that it will go smoothly, that they've stepped in with the hope that that's what they'll be able to do. Step in and it'll all happen in a quick, careful, carefree way, and that they won't have the drop. That's the hope. It's never foolish hope to. It's never a foolish hope to have. Batons, the 3 of Wands. Oh dear, we've got the plans. Is that good or bad? The 3 of Wands. Ships coming in, plans coming to fruition. So we've got the plans, the consequences of the actions, whether it'll be quick or bad. This is what this represents. But we'll have a look and see. See if we can find out a bit more. What is the challenges here? The Hermit. There's a real need for caution. There's a real need for caution. And it's going to take a bit longer than they anticipate. And there's also some people who may be harder to get out because of where they are. And these are people who need to be gotten out as well. So there's a real need for caution in this. Nine of Cups. The advice is the Nine of Cups. This is the cornucopia haunt. People do everything they can to make it go smoothly, to achieve what they want. There's a lot they have to consider in order to get what they want and the way they want it, which is get in, get their people out, get out. Bubba girl, you leave daddy alone. He's having a sleep in. Oh, Nine of Batons. That's embattlement. It's not that it's. This is the evacuation process. There is going to be some issues with it. There is going to be some embattlement around it. Oh my goodness. Yes, they will be a target. All those 250 female judges. I'll have a look at that. Thank you, Joji. My families. The Taliban certainly won't want them be helped out. Because they don't have direct work. Well, that's going to be an interesting thing. I'll have a look at that. Four of Cups. That, of course, is not everything going to plan. Offers they don't want. It can also be apathy. Yeah, Valet de Pay, that's the Page of Swords, disappointment. Yeah, it's not going to go as smoothly as they all hope it will. They want to get in and get out quick, but will they get in and get out quick? Valet de Cups, surprising news. The World. The World is the resolution. Deals. I think there might be some deals made, like agreements made with other countries' militaries where, you know, they might be going into areas where other foreign nationals are, and they might be able to help get foreign nationals from another country out. But again, that's disappointment, resolution, surprising news, disappointing news, surprising news, and resolution. I do think it's the end of one journey, the start of another. I do think that it's not going to be as quick and seamless and clean as we all hope it would be. First is targets. Yep, okay. I'd love to be able to say they'll be in and out very quickly, but I don't know that it's going to go on for years, but I think they could be there several months. It's not going to be done in a matter of weeks or something. I do think they could be there several months. Okay, now the female judges in Afghanistan, 250 female judges and their families. Will arrangements be made to help them leave the country? Oh, they're going to be there longer than anticipated. I've got 9 of Cups, which is a good card to get. There will be some hope. And Lamat, that faith. But again, there's this general lack of apathy on some parts, or not sure, not want. Some of them actually won't want to go, even though they know they're in danger. But 8 of Cups, a new direction. Lots of cups here. 10 of Cups, their families. The Queen of Cups. Shelter. Look, I think that they will be given, there will be efforts to give them a pathway out. Not necessarily refugee status in, one of the countries where the troops come from or anything, but a pathway to get them out to other countries that maybe so that they can then go and apply for refugee status or stuff in other countries if they're choosing. I do feel that there will be this suspension, this is putting them in a sort of limbo, so they might so given some safe haven for a period of time. There's definitely talking about it at the moment, getting them out, getting them away, moving them away. There's definitely some talk, especially since this story has, anyone knows that if you're a female judge in Afghanistan at the moment, you're a number one target for the Taliban. I mean, you just got to, you know, it's a no-brainer to realise that. And if the call's gone out to us for help with these people because of their status, you know, they have genuine asylum status. So I think there might be a couple of countries, I think there might be a pathway to help get them out to countries that will grant them temporary asylum status or permanent, depending on if they want to stay or not, or apply to go elsewhere. I'd like to say all of them will get out, but Knight of Wands, very chaotic, and it's going to take time. So that got the Knight of Coins and the Knight of Wands, very chaotic, very, and people going in protecting them. They will be offered some level of protection to try and get out. But here's the thing. Slow moving, disappointment. Don't expect it to be plastered all over the place. I think that if this operation happens to help these female judges and their families out, they're not going to be crowing about it. They're going to keep it as quiet as possible, because those efforts will be targets for the Taliban. The troops helping them and stuff like that will be targeted. There is no doubt about that. I'm not quite sure what the American family plan is, Clarence. Hi, Edna May. Okay, will the anti-maskers vaxxers get more violent and go too far? Oh my goodness, will the anti-vaxxers, anti-maskers, anti-lockdown and COVID, it's fake people, get more violent and go too far? Goodness me. I hate the idea of getting energy to that, but I think it's a question that a lot of people are asking. 8 of deniers. There's details. They're so focused. They don't see the danger in what they're doing. 3 of batons. Consequences for their planning. 3 of swords. Oh, hurting people, causing heartbreak. 10 of batons. The real burden. 9 of coins. 9 of batons, embattlement. Yeah, there's a real possibility, because they feel like they have the autonomy to do what they want and to cause trouble for people. High Priestess, the Sun. Yeah, hidden and underground planning, lies, deception, things being illuminated. Again, things being illuminated with, yes, there's a real distinct possibility that they could cause trouble and heartbreak for some people and go too far. Yes, that is a possibility. And in some places have a really heartbreaking impact. Yeah. We've got the King of Wands, the Two of Wands, plans, consequences of planning, people feeling like they have the right to do what they want and they're the chosen ones, really. The Ace Battens, energy. Yeah, there's a real danger here. I've only got one sword, which is the Three of Swords, but that's not a good sword to have. No, I have got that written down, but Mims, the question about we'll be looking at COVID in spring of next year. Okay. So I'll have a look at that, Mims. So yeah, these anti-vaxxers, anti-maskers, anti-COVID people, yes, they are primed for trouble, and some will cause trouble. And some might even cause devastating trouble. And they do have plans, and yeah, so it is something to be on the lookout for. Will January 6th terrorists on bail commit more crimes, terrorist acts on Trump Kool-Aid? Not if they've got any brains left. Will some of those people on bail for 1/6, for January 6th, cause more trouble and more acts? I got yes, some of them will show up for more protests. Oh, there's definitely some planning. There's anxiety there. The Empress is definitely against the American people. Just the idea of some of these people on bail is causing anxiety for a lot of people. Legal. Some of them are tied by, well, being in jail, not letting out on bail, but some of them are also with the 9, legal jeopardy, 4 of coins, insecurity, the Emperor, the stability of law, news about money. You know, they are being kept a watch on. Deals and quid pro quo. I do think there will be efforts on some of their parts to do this, but they're going to find it a bit harder. It pays and constrictions, and there's a reason, a justifiable reason why some of these people are still in jail and not given bail, because they're the risks. They're the risks. So while you can't rule it out, some are looking for funding and stuff. The Lovers. There are some planning to do some things, yes, definitely. And manifest some things, but the ones on bail are less likely to be considered doing that, and they might be some of them have had like their I mean, people are anxious that these people are going to do, and there will be some justification in that. So some of them will be trying to cause more trouble, but the ones who are most likely to do that, they didn't give them bail. They're still in jail and stuff. But yes, there's always that possibility. But if they're even seen talking to the wrong people, it'll be a breach of their bail conditions and they'll end up in jail. So it's I do feel that some of them will try. Some of them will try, but a lot of them who are out on bail, they're just not willing to put themselves in that anymore because they know they're in enough trouble as it is. Some of them have lost jobs, they've lost their family, they've lost the respect of their community. But yes, there is. I do feel there'll be a few. There'll be a few that will try, but the ones who are the most likely to do it, they're still in jail. So. Will the corporate Dems make things more difficult, and will progressive win more seats? Okay. Clarence. Corporate Dems. I don't know how they make things more difficult unless they're more conservative, more middle of the road Dems. Progressiveness is not always the answer. It helps, but it's not always the answer. So will the progressives win more seats? The Knight of Wands talking about it. Four of Battens, celebration. Yes, I do think they might win a few more seats. The Chariot, the momentum is behind some of the more progressives. Will bring a bit even more balance into the Democratic Party. That can also invite more debate. This is debate, not conflict. Balancing the situation. There's temperance bringing more balance and momentum behind them. Surprising, might have some surprising results. And judgment. Some people are waking up to a more progressive way of doing things too. Look, I do think that the progressives are going to get more seats. If they're primary or stuff, or people aren't. Hi, Judith Gash. I'm fine, thank you. Hi, Fern Robin Blank. No, Blanc. A more balanced feel, but there's going to be a more balanced. It's going to become more balanced as time rolls on, but you can't have a whole party of progressives. That's not always the way. But there is going to be more people waking up to the progressive way and stuff. But you need that balance and that temperance in there and that restraint of those people who are more moderate and even slightly more conservative. Yeah. Yes, I will read on September in the US, no problem there. Now, let's see, going back to the list, September 18, Georgia investigations. Let's see. Go back to the list for a bit. I'll do the September 18 when I read on September in general, okay? So, Georgia investigation into Trump and Lindsey Graham. How is that going? Hi, J Cat Lady. Lovely to see all you guys coming and joining me. Hello to everyone else who is watching, who's not in the chat. I do appreciate you joining as well. And hello to hi Rigby if you're watching. Rigby doesn't join in the chat, but yeah. And hi to everyone who chooses to press on the video later on. I do appreciate that you do that. Thumbs up would be good. I'll just get rid of the banner now. The banner's been there. It's if you want a personal reading. You can email that. So I think that would be called assault, Mims, and get you into an awful lot of trouble. And you know, it's really worth getting into that, but into trouble for these guys, over these guys. The Georgia investigations, how is that going? 4 of Cups. Ace of Swords. Yeah, the 4 of Cups, of course, was Trump didn't want that situation and Lindsey Graham didn't want that situation. You know, they weren't happy with what was coming out of Georgia there. They didn't like it. So they made the phone calls. And the truth, they are getting to the truth here. That is their aim. 9 of Cups. Very much getting the information they want and need. They're taking their time. They're also, it's led them to, it's also leading them to other things like deals and quid pro quo. So what is going on there? The King of Cups. The truth about this unseating Biden, the efforts to unseat Biden, this is, you know, they want to get the whole truth, everything. And they're not just looking at those phone calls. They're looking at who else may have been deals with, even some bribery. There may have even been some efforts to bribe people or influence them, other efforts. 5 of Wands. It is causing a little bit of internal kerfuffle there. You know, the Fulton County. Let's look at it this way. The Republicans in the Georgia Senate and House, they're sweating. They are sweating. And they are trying to fight and interfere with the investigation. And that itself is going to lead to some of them being brought down. It's not being public. They don't want to make it public. Page of Swords. The Hanged Man. Ace of Cups. Overflowing emotions. There could be a pause in the investigation for some reason at the moment. They could be suspension. They might be waiting on some things. There's something that they're waiting on some information too. But it is still going, it is still progression, and it's causing an awful lot of turmoil within the state party. You know, quite a lot of them just don't want it to happen, don't want it to go ahead, and are trying to stop it and do what they can. But, you know, and there's more to it. It's leading to some other things, and that may be causing things to slow a bit, because it's led to some other directions as well, and there's things that they may be waiting for to widen the scope. I mean, with some investigations, if you want to widen the scope of them, you have to get permission to do that. The okay to do that, and I feel that there may be a little bit of that happening. Will there be indictments out of George's investigation into the phone calls? Page of Coins, the Empress, they're both yeses. The Emperor, yes, there will be indictments. There will be indictments. It's funny, there's also news about money. There's a money trail going on somewhere. That could hold it up a bit, yeah. I do feel it could actually be that's going on there. But there will be indictments, but it's still going to take a while. There's money again. The money, definitely. Page of Wands, there's a whistleblower is going to come out and talk. It's going to be some efforts to cloud the situation too. That's going to, or obstruct. There's been efforts to obstruct the investigation in Georgia by some people in Georgia, and I think that's going to end up, they're going to be indicted too. There's the Ace of Swords again. There's the Lovers, the Deals, the Hermit. They're being very cautious. They want things to stick. So, yes, there will be indictments in the end, possibly even on obstruction charges as well. Oh, Bubba girl, please don't accidentally turn my computer off. Now, if you'll excuse me a minute, it's coming up on, it's after 10 o'clock, and we have an agreement that sleep-ins are good and you need it sometimes, but we don't like to sleep in beyond 10. We don't think that's healthy. So I'm just going to go and get James. Now, hopefully Bubba girl will not accidentally turn the computer off. If everything shuts down, because she's sitting right near the button, if everything shuts down, please be patient. I'll be back in a few minutes. But yeah, hopefully she won't shut it off. Oh, she's not near the button, so hopefully that's fine. She didn't accidentally turn it off. Yeah, I just, James going, I'm sorry I interrupted your broadcast. I'm like, no, health first, you know. We did get to bed quite late last night, actually. Just had to take a morning pill. So we just looked at the investigation in Georgia. COVID in the spring. Oh my goodness. You know what? We're in Western Australia. Blessedly, it still is, knock on wood, hope that it continues to be the place to be in the world. I cannot tell you how blessed and I feel to be here, and I do not take it for granted. I will wear a mask into the shops and all that. At the moment, there's no mask mandate or anything, but I will wear a mask in the shop and occasionally see other people wear a mask. Nobody hassles me. Nobody hassles me. You know? The Eastern, you know, New South Wales is on fire with this thing. We know how hard it is, and we know how lucky we are. Nobody hassles me for wearing a mask if I go into a shop or something, which we try not to do. Yeah, I might get a person's wearing a mask look, but nobody has hassled me at all. Okay, so COVID in the spring. What will COVID be like in the US by spring? I'm still getting there's going to be some bad areas. I'm still getting a bit of a tightening of the gut. Hi, Teresa Judy. Lovely to see you. 6 of Wands. There is going to be some level of victory over it. There is going to be, you know, some wins by then. There are going to be some wins on it by then. Which is good. We've got the 6 of Wands there. No, nobody hassles me for wearing a mask over here. So there are going to be some victories by then. It definitely too depends on where you are, but there's still going to be some areas that are hard hit because of the government's encouraging things. King of Wands. New leadership, compassionate leadership. Oh no, the challenge. The challenge. Sorry, it's the King of Wands. This is still Trump's influence. There's areas where Trump's influence is still going to be a problem. Always will be. I'm doing a full cross here. At the base of this reading, 3 of Pentacles, deals, working together, groups working together, which is indicating some victories. But then there's other groups, anti-vaxxers, anti-maskers, COVID deniers. There's still going to be a problem as well. So there's not going to be as many victories as there could have been. Knight of Pentacles, path. Things moving slowly, slower than people want them to because of or slowing down. Let's have a look. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight. So that could indicate we're looking at the past by then. So we're looking forward. So the past is between now and then. So that could indicate a slowing down of the virus. Hence those victories. But there's still a challenge of those people who don't believe. And at the base of that challenge are those anti-vaxxers and, you know, the anti-anti-antis. Two of Wands. During that time, there's going to be new strategies put in place at the time in spring. So there's going to be some new plans and new strategies put in place. Regarding what? I don't know. It could be watch you now. By that time, there'll be some new strategies put in place. Two of Cups. Then there's going to be why the new strategies have to be put in place. I think there might be another couple of variants going around, but these are cups. So this could also mean watered down, not as strong, not as virulent. There might be another couple of variants going around in the environment at that time, strength. But it seems like the general environment is going to be in a better place to combat new variants. The new variants might not be as virulent and infectious as Delta, although the one that's seeming to come into fruition now apparently is. But I got the cups here, so watering down and strategies in place. But America's going to be in a stronger position. What will people see? There's still going to be areas where people are going to see apathy and, oh, more lockdowns needed here, there, or anywhere. He voted for the infrastructure, Lindsey Graham, so he was censured. What? North Carolina or South Carolina don't want infrastructure? People are going to see areas that they're sick of it. They're sick of hearing about it. They don't want to talk about it, and they don't like what they're being offered in the area. The hopes and fears is that they'll be able to avoid more death and heartbreak, but the fear is that there's still going to be death and heartbreak. Of course, that makes a lot of sense. It's not going to have disappeared. Look, there's still going to be outbreaks. There's still going to be outbreaks, and there's still going to be trouble. And there's still going to be people doing the wrong thing, making the same mistakes over and over, and this is not going to help outbreaks. Rule of law, stability, but there's going to be stability in dealing with them. There might be a better leadership in dealing with them all. The new strategies. Page of Cups. It is still going to be emotional, and Ten of Cups, but families, Four of Pentacles hanging in there, but there's still going to be some insecurity. No, that's Republican run states. Sorry, it's not families, the Ten of Cups. Especially Republican run states, there's still going to be a lot of insecurity in those because of the things. But things overall will be getting better. It won't have all gone. In some areas, I do feel there'll be more freedoms because they've been they'll be learning how to do short, sharp circuit breakers or implementing things. So in some areas it's going to be better. In some areas it's still going to be very insecure. So there will be improvements. They will be in a stronger place to battle the virus and variants. I do think there'll be at least 2 variants still around at the time. But overall, America will be in a better place. We'll be able to get out more, but there's still going to be places where they're way behind because of who runs them, who runs the states and things like that. So that's in the spring of 2022 with regard to COVID in America. Okay. Jared's attorney. Hey, sweetheart.
Hi, baby.
Could you do me a fresh thermos?
Yeah, sure.
3 instant. Fill up the green jug or 2 just where the tip of the little pouring spout is. 4 minutes and pull that in and then top it off with milk. Yeah. Will anything happen to Gladys B and her handling of the COVID in New South Wales? Her not handling. Oh, look at this. This flew out when I was shuffling and asking about that. So, yes, she could be in for a bit of a rough ride. 7 of Swords. Look, she's not going to get away with. She's got consequences she can't get away with from that, from the 7 of Swords. Not able to escape consequences. Yeah, she will be. Oh, she's got lots of swords. Lots and lots of swords. Justice. She will have to answer. This is Gladys we're reading on. She's got the 8 of Swords, which is confinement. No one's saying Gladys for PM. There were 415 new cases today.
Oh,
Queensland had a donut.
good. That's good.
Yeah, I haven't heard on Victoria. So, yeah. She's got the 10 of Swords. She's got the 7 of Swords on the bottom, not able to get away from the consequences of her actions.
Well,
10 of Swords, Justice, 8 of Swords, which is confinement. Well, I don't think she's going to end up being turfed in jail, but she's definitely going to be some action. Queensland seems to be doing good. They had a donut, which is what we call a 0 day over here.
Good.
Plans, unwise planning, High Priestess, but I really feel that should be reversed, which means really unwise and not prepared. Justification for the Swords, 9 of Cups. A lot of people want her out, and yeah, that's going to happen. We've got the Death card, which is basically the end of her career. The Moon, all this. There's stuff going to come out. 4 of Swords. She might be forced to retire. She might be forced to resign. 7 of Pentacles, consequence of her actions. There's stuff going to come out about what she can do, and there's stuff going to come out. 25 new cases in Victoria. Thank you very much, Uncover the News. 13 in the community while infectious. That's in Victoria, babe. Uncover the News, Kirsten. Thank you very much for that update. It means my hubby doesn't have to go and trawl through things, so he can avoid all COVID news for the day.
What's that?
There's
I've avoided it.
25 new local cases in Victoria, 13 of which unfortunately were infectious in the community.
How many mysteries?
Just 13 infectious in the community. They didn't pay any
But-
mysteries.
Out of the worrying ones are the ones that they don't know where they came from in Victoria.
Yeah, but still, the worrying ones are the ones that were out in the community.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, true.
Mm.
I worry about their losing not knowing where they came from, so
Yep.
they can't track them.
Yeah, Gladys Berejiklian in her future is not looking good. I do think she'd probably end up having to resign, and it will be justified. There's going to be some stuff coming out about unwise use of resources and planning. She's already in trouble with the Prime Minister for diverting some vaccines from an area, and the area she diverted from.
Chris, sorry. This stuff.
Yes, that stuff, yeah.
Okay.
That was a good price this week. I should, if
Yeah,
it's still on
fresh.
Crossel next, yeah, if it's still on special when I do the next shop, I'll get another jar.
Yeah, but when you get it this big, they sometimes go off. You know what I mean? Chris?
Yeah.
Not the way you go through it, I know. It's going to be a problem. Though. Right, bit of milk.
Yeah, I think she's going to end up having to resign. Mhm. New South Wales is where Sydney. Yeah, the whole state is on lockdown now.
Yeah.
The whole state of New South
I'm
Wales.
gonna pop some painkillers.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, I know.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Hubby has some painkillers, and he rarely ever takes them.
Wow,
For him to say he's going to pop painkillers, he's in a lot of discomfort.
Yeah.
So big hugs and loves and energy to hubby to make him feel better, please. It is honestly,
bring out the heavies.
it is
Oh,
rare for him to say, I need a painkiller.
Could be worse. We could be in New South Wales.
True.
Oh.
Okay. Night, Clarence.
Where is everybody, baby?
Oh, US, Australia, Canada.
Wow, really?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm not interrupting too much.
No, they love you.
That's nice. That's very touchy.
Mm.
All right.
Jared's attorneys, they're keeping their mouth shut, as I said earlier. This guy actually does pay at least some of his bills. Probably not all of them, but at least some of them. So if they want to keep getting paid, they keep their mouth shut. But what do they think of Jared? He's an idiot. He should never have gotten involved in Trump's campaign. He should have stayed right out of it. Getting good mornings. Well, they feel, yeah, he's got reason to worry. Read what you sow card here. Manipulative.
Oh,
They see someone who has no trouble manipulating others. 8 of Cups. They're trying to push him to flip. This can be the card of the witness. They're trying to push him to flip. Defensive. Page of Swords. Disappointing. They see someone who's defensive, even with them. If they can get him to flip, they will be happy and celebrate, because they think that the wisest course for him is to make a deal. We've got 3 sevens here. There's my little purple book. Three sevens.
Now, Chris,
Yes, darling.
very hot.
Woohoo! Wee-hee. Good fortune. Yeah, they really feel it would be best for him if he flipped. We've got 3 sevens here. They really feel that it would be best for him if he flipped.
Yeah. I don't know how you can drink it like this.
One more. The 8.
So much caffeine. Don't worry.
King of Swords.
Chris,
Yeah, they really want him to
yeah, you can pick it up.
flip because it would be better for him if he did. 2 8s. Surprises. But he's still not going there. He might avoid jail if he flips. But I don't think that that's going to be the case. He's definitely facing prosecution. And it's not going to be a quick deal. It's not going to be over and done with quickly. This is going to drag on for a long time. But if he flips, it will speed things up a bit. Have you seen the British show Spitting Image? Basically, the Jared puppet is a mannequin and his head often falls off. What's going on with the Arizona audit? Why have cyber ninjas been so quiet? What's happening? Oh, they're destroying documents. Cyber ninjas have gotten themselves into the biggest lot of trouble you can imagine. They're destroying things. They're shredding things. Haven't they taken the ballots out of state? Trump's hair in Spitting Image, it's got a life of its own. Seriously, it is so funny. They're just hoping people are going to get apathetic and just forget about it because they've gotten themselves into a position they seriously don't want to be in. Hi, Annie S. Knight of Cups. They're still determined to prove that Trump won. But then I just got, when I said, why are they so cool? I just got flashes of them shredding documents going. Not the ballots, I don't think, but paperwork associated with the audit. Money. He didn't really think that Trump won. He just wanted it for the money. He just saw it as a way to get money. He still supports Trump, but he doesn't 100% believe he won. Money. Oh, lawyers will need to be involved. Retreating from the scene with the 4 of Cups. So we've got Knight of Pentacles and we've got the 4 of Swords retreating from the scene. 6 of Cups, past actions coming back to bite them. Page of Cups, emotional news. 5 of Wands, conflict, debate. 2 of Cups, trying to make a deal. Stuff is going to come out about them. Page of Wands, temperance, restraint. They really, really have not been able to redress the balance. They've not been able to prove anything. And they have messed with ballots. And they are in a lot of trouble. Nine of Swords, they're feeling really anxious. And they know that a lot of eyes are on them. But this whole audit thing, it's going to come to a close soon. Cyber Ninja's in trouble. This dude in trouble. 8 of Pentacles. Details. 5 of Swords. Abuse of position. Yes. Yes, he's in a lot of trouble. Will the head of Cyber Ninjas be charged? Will he be indicted? I haven't done a reading on Trumpy Dump in a while, so we will definitely be looking at him. Yeah, it's a lovely day here today. Tomorrow I'll be mowing the lawn. I got petrol last week and then the rain came in again. But tomorrow I'll be mowing the lawn, especially out the front where it's like high. Like waist high, some of the stuff out the front. Will the dude from Cyber Ninjas, will he be indicted? Oh, yes. Yes, justice. It's a maybe card, but yeah, he's going to face justice. Yeah, consequence. It's going to be a consequence of his actions. Momentum. Oh, yeah, he's in trouble big time. There is momentum building to indict this person. Details. They're getting the details together. This was an attempt to cloud the issue and gaslight the American people. Hi, CS. Thank you. It's lovely to see a new name here. Yeah, he's out in the cold. 5 of Wands. Right, there's someone from within the company is talking, not going to be talking, is talking. About a deal. Oh, I'm going to ask the question. Did he make a deal with Donald Trump? Did he make a deal with Donald Trump? Did he make a deal with Donald Trump? Details will come out. There he is, Trump. Money. Yes, he made a deal with Donald Trump. Will any further audits in other states, will they be stopped? Will efforts to audit votes in other states be stopped? I know people are making those efforts, but will they be stopped? Hi, Patricia Ray. I'm sorry, I didn't see you earlier, so I didn't say hello. So I hope it was a nice strawberry shortcake. Let's see. I asked, will efforts to hold such audits in other states be stopped? And I'm getting a pretty clear yes. 9 of Cups, Queen of Swords, judges going to be stopped in court, and the 6 of Wands for victory. Chewing gum in line. Hey, I hope you bought enough for everyone. Who knows what that line is from? Will the cyber ninjas be held financially responsible for wrecked voting machines? I do feel that, yes, they're going to be sued for that money. I do feel that, yeah. Oh, and in Colorado, where Lauren Bobbitt is, I think. That clerk in Colorado who provided passwords to voting machines, and the county has to replace all the voting machines. She's in big trouble. She is in big trouble. She spoke at Mike Lindell's thing the other day. Is she going to get arrested? Is this woman going to get arrested? Oh, she got big trouble. I left off the heap this time. Big trouble coming her way. Queen of Cups. She is in trouble. Yeah. Ace of Wands. Lots of energy. She's going to be indicted by the county, I think, for what she did. She's Ace of Swords. More is going to come out about her activities. She was paid to do it, and there's even more stuff coming about her and her activities. She should be anxious. Page of Cups, and she's going to be surprised. She's going to be surprised. Why are they doing this? You know, I was just doing the right thing. No. I said, is she going to be in trouble? Yes, she's going to be in big trouble. Is she going to go to jail? Well, she's definitely facing judgment. We've got a maybe a no and another big yes. She's definitely facing judgment. And she's definitely going to be a burden for her for a long time. She's facing jail. Might take a while, but she's going to end up in court. They're going to indict her. The county is going to take action over her with regard to her. Even the state might. Pretty sure it was in Colorado. She gave voting machine passwords to people. Yeah. She's in a lot of trouble. County and statewide, I don't know, possibly even federally, but she is, yeah. She's going to need. Okay. The US in September. Let's have a look. This box is such as there's a little lip on the inside, and if you're not careful, a card might be left in there. So you've got to really make sure that everything's come out of the box. Anyone guess what what movie that line I said was from? Chewing gum and line, hey? I hope you bought enough for everybody. Who's got it? It's an oldie, but a goodie. It's from the 70s.
Oh, damn, that stuff work. Good.
Well, it does work.
Oh. Sorry, interrupting your broadcast so much, baby.
Yeah. We'll forgive you. Will we forgive him? I've set them a challenge. I've set them a challenge of a line. I quoted a line from a movie. Anyone got it? I'll give you 5 more minutes.
How long have you been on?
An hour and 46 minutes.
Okay.
Hi, human generic. Okay. The US in September. Times of the highest truth and compassion. Hi, Annie. King of Swords. Prosecutions. Death, the end of some things. This is US. This is the challenge too. Ending some things. It's from Blazing Saddles. Okay. The US in September, I'm doing a full cross. The challenge is death, ending things, bringing an end to things, which could be COVID, it could be political upheaval. At the base of the reading, Queen of Pentacles, resources, the sharing of resources, equitable. Will Congress be safe when they return to DC in September? I'll have a look at that, Joe. Yep. In September. It is great. We've got King of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Again, stability. King of Pentacles can also be about financial or material stability. So that could be good path leading up to where we are. 2 of Pentacles. Juggling of things, also manifestations. People trying to manifest things have caused a lot of problems. The King of Wands this is September. The King of Wands, he's gonna rear his ugly head. That is one of the 2 cards I have for Trump, the other one being the Knight of Cups. The King of Wands is gonna rear his ugly head again. 6 of Pentacles. News about deals, quid pro quo. In the environment, the 7 of Cups. Gaslighting, it's still going to continue. That big lie, it's still going to go on, and people's efforts to undermine COVID efforts, dealing with COVID is still going to happen. What do people see? Unfortunately, people see a country that is, this is from another country's view, because we're talking about the country in whole. They see a country that's regressing and not too good of it. Cheesy old sci-fi movies. Oh, you have to watch Invasion of the Saucer Men. That is one of the funniest movies I've ever seen in my life. It is so good. Invasion of the Saucer Men. Okay. The hopes and fears for America in September. They're hoping that it's going to triumph and that the American people, their voices will be heard louder and stronger than ever, but there's always that fear that they're going to be suppressed. Outcomes for America in September. Page of Pentacles. Disruption. I feel like that should be upside down. Page of Pentacles upside down is a disruptive youth. In this case, it's not youth, it's people at the bottom of the rung with the protest and all that, with MAGA and things like that. The ground troops, I suppose you'd call them, just trying to cause disruption. There is going to be a change with the Wheel of Fortune. I feel it might be a change for the better. Page of Swords. Disappointment for some people. Disappointment for some people. Possibly even whistleblowers. Four of Swords. Retreat. Is there going to be trouble on September 18th? Let's have a look here. Oh, possibly more losses. And some secrets and lies coming out. There's also going to be a step up in investigations. So let's have a look at September 18. I haven't gotten any towers, but I have got a big change, and I've got the Death card and the Empress card. So there are going to be some high impact things that are challenges. And the Moon. Secrets and lies. Is there going to be trouble on September 18th? Yeah, well, nothing happened on Friday the 13th, did it? Yes, Invasion of the Saucer Men. That is so funny. Oh, and Attack of the Killer Shrews. That's a good one too. Invasion of the Saucer Men, it is. Oh, and the Giant Claw. The Giant Claw is another one. You have to watch. You have to see the creature on this, because honestly, it will take you days to get up off the floor after seeing it. It is so, the Giant Claw and Invasion of the Saucer Men. Yeah. These are both from the 1950s, those two. Okay. They're on YouTube. They're on YouTube. Look for them on YouTube. You'll find them. YouTube's got lots of the creature features from the 50s and stuff. September 18th, if they're going to be trouble. Wheel of Fortune. There's going to be a big change. There's the Wheel of Fortune again. A change. A change. What is that change? And I know I do not feel as like it's Trump getting reinstated. Oh, and the original Blob. That's a good movie. That's got Steve McQueen in it. So if you look for the original movie, The Blob. It's good. September 18, 10 of Cups. A change? Republicans. A change and a challenge for the Republicans. The advice for September 18 is do not celebrate too early. There's going to be a change, but it's not, and it's a challenge for the Republicans, this change. And the advice is don't celebrate too early. This change is going to be bringing about new hope, new direction. I do feel like there might be some trouble. Will there be trouble? Efforts to manifest. So that's a yes. There's going to be efforts to manifest. It's all about the change. They want to make their change. Yeah, okay. Yes, it is. It is going to. There could definitely be trouble this time round. Manifestations, and we've got the three major arcana here. So in efforts to manifest their change and achieve their hopes, could be trouble. Will there be trouble? Page of Pentacles. There's that disruption again. There's definitely going to be some disruption. There's definitely going to be some disruption, but will it be violent? King of Pentacles. Two of Wands. There's definitely some plans for it. Two of Pentacles, another manifestation card. Will there be violence? Page of Swords. Now, again, people are going to be disappointed. They're going to be disappointed. It's not going to happen. But they're investing all of this hope in change, in changing what's happening so that the Republicans are back in charge. But it's not going to happen. Don't celebrate too early. The Fool. The Fool. And in this case, it is foolish. They're so not prepared for it to be disappointed again. They're going to be disappointed. There will be disruption because they won't get what they want. But what sort of disruption? I asked if there was going to be violence. There might be some plans for it, but to manifest it. But I also got the Page of Swords, which is a card of disappointment and people talking possibly. So again, the big protest and the big disruption and all the violence is not happening because I think people are on the inside. Texas, Texas, Texas. You're not a bottom feeder. Please don't feel yourself as a bottom feeder, Patricia Ray. That is not true. That's not true. You're a fighter, you know. And for all of you who wherever you are in the world, there's places in the world where, you know, the elections are just as much trouble and authoritarianism is rearing its ugly head and trying to scrape away your rights. Night, Joe G, and erode your rights. Don't let them make you feel down. Don't let them make you feel like you don't matter. You do. You know, you're never too old to stand up and say, hey, look, I'm going to make a difference. I'm going to stand for this. The bottom feeders are the ones who thrive off the misery of others and who try to suppress others so that they cannot carry out their rights as a person. I'm just going to grab a deck of an oracle deck, guys. Power of Angels deck here. The Archangel Power cards, okay? Wow, that is horrible. You keep trying. I'm going to draw some cards for everyone who's been made to feel, or who've had family members who have been made to feel like they're you know, he's going to clean out the DOJs. Only the enlightened ones will. I don't know. There are always going to be people who won't be what people might call enlightened on this, that, or the other. I'm not sure I agree with that statement. That I have a lot of respect for Sterling, but I don't always agree. Like, I don't always agree with some things that other people say and all that. So, yeah. Okay. For people who feel like I'm going to draw 3 cards who have ever been made to feel like that. What was the term you used, Patricia Ray? Bottom feeders? 3 cards. 4 of Raphael, 3 of Michael, Ace of Ariel. Seek out other possibilities and look for magic in life. Be aware of your own emotions. They can get you down, okay? When you're made to feel like that, look for things that make you feel better. And also, 3 of Michael, release the past. You will grow from this situation. Time does heal all wounds.
Hey, baby. Come here.
Ace of Ariel, it's your lucky day. New resources of money, time or support, a change in a job or promotion. Well, that's all very well and good, but what messages do these bring? It's you sometimes let go of those negative feelings, okay? And there are opportunities out there for you to make a difference. If you can, go and stand for local office. Even if you don't win, you will make an impact. And if you don't win, try again. Go and talk to people as much as you can. It's hard, isn't it, with some people being restricted and all that. But do create an online campaign or things. Hanging on to the past, to past hurts and all that, it's only going to drag you down. So seek out the other possibilities. You'd be surprised. No, Trump will never be reinstated. Yes, but don't let them do that. Seek out other ways. If they're making you feel it, seek out ways of getting them out of the position of power that they're in.
Yeah,
Seek out other possibilities, but also make sure that the decisions you make are sensible ones, okay? Don't be overwrought by emotion when you're making them. And one way to do that is to let go of the hurt from the past. Let go of that hurt and that anger in order to move forward to correct things. And you'd be surprised what can be offered to you in the way of resources or funding, you know. Yeah. I guess with that, so that's my message to all of you who have been made to feel like bottom feeders. That's the term that was used, and you're not. What's on the bottom? Okay. Trump is planning a rally in Washington, D.C. in December.
Mm-hmm.
How's my sexy man?
Oh. Why is it, Chris, that Whitby has never bitten anyone and never engaged in destructive behaviour or dug holes or any of that, has he?
Oh, he dug holes, but
Can't remember.
and he's done his fair share of squeaky toys, especially if it's yellow plastic. Whitby loves yellow plastic. He will absolutely.
I'm talking destructive behaviour. He's never done that. He's never bitten anyone.
It's just his nature, babe.
Lots of love, I think.
Yes, lots of love.
Lots and lots of love. Oh.
And also, he's being treated right. And
yeah, just other people's dogs, they seem to have some behaviour issues, but he hasn't got any.
I hope that you put one of yours in place of the one of mine that you've nicked.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I caught him. Anyway, now, Trump. Yeah, he didn't walk down them with, he won't do that now. He's not president either. The Trump rally in Washington, D.C., will it go ahead? Will it even get a permit? He's planning to hold a rally. Don't you need permits for that? Unless it's on private property, of course. Don't they have to get permits? Will he get a permit for it, or will it be? Ace of Swords. Two of Swords. Ooh. Four of Pentacles. He really is skating on thin ice with it. What date is this due? Three of Swords. Page of Pentacles. There's that disruption again. Four of Wands. Celebration. King of Swords. Prosecutor. The prosecutor. Six of Pentacles. The Page of Swords. Disappointment. Six of Pentacles. Deals and quid pro quos. Political prisoners. Oh God, not the guys who have been locked up because of 1-6. They're not political prisoners. They broke the law. That's what they're in jail for. They broke the law. Where's he hoping to hold this? Because it's not going to be on any public property, that's for sure. Tower of the Bottom, big shake-up, yeah. Futility, Seven of Swords, yeah. Kindergarten teacher in the sun. Yeah. Will they be disappointed? Will they be disappointed? Yes. It's a foolish thing. Again, this fool has been popping up whenever we talk about these guys in whatever deck, not just this one, but the other deck that I used, the fool came up. Whenever we use about this, you know, the fool. Thank you very much, Uncover the News, for your links and all that. I saw them before. And yeah, I do feel that there is definitely potential for a tower moment at the base of it all. So, again, not prepared. They're not prepared. And it's foolish. It's like they're taking a huge leap of faith, and it's not going to work. Hi, Bonnie Russell. Oh, they won't be allowed. No, the guy leading it. Who's the guy leading it? Trump just outed the name of the man that shot Ashley Babbitt. Oh, my God. Will he be safe? He was doing his job. Will he be safe? Will this guy? Yes, the plan's in place to protect him. Um, yes, there's plans in place to protect him. Hopefully that they will work. Is Trump still getting sick? No. Biden put a halt to that. He said there's no need for him to get security briefings because his knowledge and expertise would not be of any use. So no, he's not getting security briefings. He hasn't since February. Let's put it this way, he's not getting any official ones. Are people getting him security information? But is he getting briefing information from somebody? Is Trump getting security briefing information from somebody when he shouldn't be? Yeah. Somebody's passing that information along to him anyway. Oh, the Tower and the Magician. Oh, he's going to cause an incident. It's going to cause something big to happen too. Who's doing it? Yeah, I got the Page of Cups. Surprising news. The Tower and the Magician. There's real trouble and potential here. Will this person get caught? They're being cautious. The Queen of Swords, yes, they will get caught. They will get caught, no matter how cautious they are. Somebody's passing some of that briefing information on to Trump. They'll get caught. Yes, the Taliban are moving really, really quickly. And will they be in Kabul before the evacuations are complete? Will the Taliban be in Kabul before evacuations are complete? Possibly. Caution, the Emperor. And the Devil. Yeah, I think they might reach Kabul before they can complete the evacuations, which is why I said they might take longer and be more trouble than anticipated. I was sure that Biden said in January that Trump would not be getting intelligence briefings, daily briefings. Lambda virus in Japan. Thanks, Em. Yeah, if you do want a personal reading, you can email me at footprinttarot@gmail.com and I can send you all the information about getting a reading. Okay. Now, oh, somebody asked earlier, there it is, will Congress be safe when they return in September? 10 of Swords flew out. That flew out. There is definitely the potential for danger here. When in September are they due to come back? Queen of Pentacles. People are getting resources and momentum towards anxiety, the Lovers, you know, Queen of Cups. There's definitely cause for concern. Page of Wands. Yeah, there's definitely cause for concern. Yeah. But then closing the capital that day, what message does that send? You know? Oh, Mims, that is what your daughter, is that your daughter's doing? She's working with the Paralympics team. Let's send protective energy out to Kristen's daughter, as she does work with wonderful work with the Paralympic team over in Japan at the moment. Oh yeah, Biden is working on it. I think every person in that, every staff member, everyone, there's checks being done, really deep checks. And they're not making big deals out of it either. They are just maybe quietly escorted out the door, or put on a watch with the Aussie Paralympic team. Oh my goodness. Wow. Oh, Mims, we will. Honestly, you know what? I have not looked at any of the Paralympics yet, much to my shame. They always do an amazing job. But blessings to everyone, and protective prayers to everyone over in Tokyo working with these wonderful people. The superhumans, I totally agree with that assessment of them from, you know, back in 2012 when they had the Paralympics following the Olympics. You know, they said you've met the human athletes, now meet the superhuman. And they had stories of how some of the British Paralympians became Paralympians, what happened to them and stuff like that. Rehab professional. Oh, wow. Sounds like a wonderful person. 24th of August. Good. That means I haven't missed it. Oh, great. Is everything all right, babe? There's someone out the front.
I think so.
Oh, could be a BNA. I got a text about that.
Hello? Oh, for Christ's sake, could you just put it on the ground, please? Thank you very much.
Yeah, I think it's BNA. I got a text about that.
Yeah, baby. See you, mate.
Yep,
Oh.
that's great.
Oh, my God. Oh.
Okay. Yeah, there is cause for concern. Is there going to be another attempted insurrection? 6 of Wands, 2 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, 3 of Cups. Yeah, 6 of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune. Yes, there could be another attempted insurrection on September 18. Looking for funding. I still get things coming out beforehand and the withdrawal sort. So you know what? They definitely, they just seem to be beaten to the punch every time by law enforcement. You know, everything gets scrapped, but how many times can that happen? 24th of August. Okay, thank you. Thanks for those dates. Thanks, Teresa Judy. Hi, Renee. How are you? Yeah. Any more questions, guys? Is the lambda variant going to be a problem in Tokyo, a real problem in Tokyo? Well, they don't fly in till a couple of days before, do they? Will the lambda variant be a real problem in Tokyo? Hi, Sophie Edwards. The Emperor. Stability. Ruling. Strategy. Queen of Pentacles. Resources spent on it. The Moon. There are going to be some problems with it. 10 of Wands. As with before, there will be some issues. It is quite a nasty virus. They will be prepared to shut things down and end the games if it gets hold, but Hangman, or suspend some things, or maybe move it back a few weeks. There might be some issues with it. They might even, you know, suspend the games for a few weeks or something. I don't think they'll cancel it completely, but they might push it back a few weeks if they feel it's necessary. Yeah, but hopefully not too much of a problem. Oh, thank you, Teresa Judy. He just gets, you know, he has pain all the time, which is, you know, one of the reasons he's retired. But he really hates taking painkillers because he has to take pills for other things as well, and he hates having to add another pill. So for him to take pain, he's having a painkiller. He's having a really bad day, but he said it helped very quickly, and I think that's because he doesn't take them. He's not over reliant on them. He He'd rather put up with some pain. So when he does take them, they do work. So he is feeling better. RSV, what's that? RSV. Yeah, Cairns is cool, isn't it? I used to live in Cairns when I was a kid, till I was about 8, when we moved down to Ingham for a long time. And then when I was about 27, myself and my parents moved to Townsville, went to uni there. RSV. Oh, what's going on with this virus? This RSV. What is that? Respiratory illness that attacks kids. Oh my goodness. Is RSV going to cause a lot of problems for children in Texas? No ICU beds for children. Oh, yeah, I think I heard something about that. That's horrible. That's just devastating. I was talking to my husband about this. About maybe some of the older hospitals that have just been shut for a few years could be recommissioned and put back into service. Whether there were any in New South Wales that they could do. Yeah. RSV will be a problem in Texas. Oh, it is gaining momentum. I'm sorry, guys. They are trying to put up defences for it, but it's going to be a real burden. It is going to. That's horrible. I wish I could tell you that they're going to be able to get on top of it, but we've got the chariot card things gaining momentum quickly. The 7 of Wands setting up and setting boundaries, but the burden, it's going to be hard work. The Lovers, the Emperor, Swords. Oh, if kids get this along with COVID, it's the Emperor, stability. Needs to be efforts to made. Oh, there's hidden problems with the RSV. 7 of Cups. Yeah, I've got the Tower with it. I really wish I could tell you that the RSV is not going to cause problems for the children of Texas, but it is. It's going to cause. And of course, there are going to be people who want to gaslight the issue and say it's not problems and stuff. Governor is really going to have to defend himself on this too. This is the governor. He's going to try and gaslight it. It's not a problem. It's not an issue. It's been happening for longer than people think too. And it's going to cause, in conjunction with COVID, even more children to be put at risk. Oh, I really, really wish I could say that it's not going to be a problem. I see the Tower, burden, trying to cut through a lot of stuff. The Ace of Wands. In this context, I'm going to refer to my notes for this context, okay? Or the Ace of Swords, sorry. So, it will be hard work, okay? But also, it's hard work. There will be some success and victory. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Em. Thank you, Maria Almeida. How are you, Maria? But there's also, it's a mixed bag here. There will be some success, but also there's also a lot of waste of resources and innovation with this. It's going to be hard work because of that. The people who are striving to succeed in fighting these things, a lot of their efforts are going to be wasted because of bad management. It's Texas. Remember, I read on the power grid and things happening, and that it was in for a really, really tough few months. This might even be part of that. Possibly is part of that. And I wish that I could tell you better news, but God, it's awful. I really want to tell you better days are ahead for Texas, but what's going to happen with the voting in Texas? There are 317 voter suppression laws trying to be passed in various parts of the United States. 317. That's just ridiculous. They call them voter integrity laws. No, they're not. They're suppression. You found a baby goldfish in your pond for the first time. You feel like a new grandmother. Oh, human generic. That is so sweet. Oh, thank you, Maria. And Em, thank you. Hope they catch Republican congressman. His first one caught, Judy Malley. Oh, bad news. I wish I could tell you, but I made a commitment not to bullshit you and not to try and sugarcoat. I'm not seeing good things, but I do feel that there will be a change next year. You might be surprised. Jalalabad. Yeah. voting by mail, and to rein in the initiatives that Harris County, the state's largest county that is home to Houston and a diverse population, attempted in 2020 to widen access to voting. A monthly review of the state's massive voter rolls to identify possible non. Okay, a ban on drive-through voting. Voting to occur inside a building. You know how they can get around that? A warehouse. People can go into the warehouse. They'll be inside a building. Are people going to find ways around these voter restriction things? Yeah. You drive in. You're inside the building. Go up to 3 different things inside the building. And then you drive out inside the building. By requiring voting to occur inside a building, you put the drive-through voting things inside a building. Showed voter ID, verified their registration, casting ballots in a garage. Both bills regulate early voting hours to preempt the expanded early voting offered in Harris County, which uninterrupted voting at a few polling places for 1 day. The House wants to establish a new voting window of 6 a.m. to 10 p.m., while the Senate would cut off voting at 9 p.m. The bills add an extra hour of required early voting hours for local elections, moving the hours from 8 to 9. At both bills lower the population threshold for counties required to provide at least 12 hours of early voting each weekday of the second week of early voting. The Senate would lower the current population threshold from counties with populations of 100,000 or more to those with a population of 30,000 or more. The House sets 55,000 or sets of 50,000. That's gerrymandering. They've retreated from the controversial proposal to restrict the start time for Sunday early voting hours, which was derided as an attack on the souls of the polls efforts focused on the black churchgoers. Instead, both chambers are applying their new window of voting to weekend hours and adding an extra hour of required voting hours from 5 to 6. So they had it in a garage. No, you have it in a warehouse. A garage can be voted as not in a building. Yeah, looking at that, yeah. My Sunday's still going to be 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock. It's just for a few months. And depending on how long, Tuesday nights, I'm doing Tuesday nights again. I starting at like 7:30 p.m., 7:30 a.m. And Thursdays, I'll be doing possibly, I'm not sure what I'm doing Thursday mornings yet, but I might start them a bit earlier, like from 8 a.m. my time, which is 8 p.m. So, and if I do an extra session for a week, like I did Friday night, and I've got a pet special plan for this coming Friday, I might do a shorter session on Thursday or Tuesday. But Sundays are always going to be the 3 hours. So, yeah. So the mail-in voting, they're trying to, place bans on it? Monthly reviews of the state's voter rolls. That's a purge. To identify possible non-citizens. Oklahoma State Fair in Patricia Ray State. Okay, Patricia Ray. Will it take place in when? September. Ace of Pentacles, yes. Money, it's all about money. Knight of Cups. Yes. Eight of Cups. But you know what? There's going to be a lot of people who won't attend. It's going to take place, yes. Money is really important. Four of Cups. Four of Pentacles. But it's not going to be, there's going to be a lot of people who won't go. The High Priestess. You know, our states, we've cancelled our shows. I mean, I think the Perth show will probably go ahead, but it will be cancelled at short notice if it needs to be. You know, like the Ekka in Brisbane, which is the annual state fair, I suppose you'd call it, and the Royal Easter Show, they got cancelled again this year and stuff. So, Four of Cups. People are pretty apathetic about things. They're just tired and they don't have the money to spend either. 10. Three of Cups. Four of Pentacles. Three of Cups. They want people to try and support it, but it'll go ahead. But it's not going to attract the people it usually does. The amount of people, there are going to be people who don't want to go. They don't want to go to a big thing. Would it be a super spreader event? 10 of Swords. 5 of Wands. Yeah, there's going to be a bit of debate and conflict about it. But, yeah, of course I'd go ahead because your governor's a stit, isn't he? 7 of Wands. Yeah. yeah, it'll go ahead, but whether it will attract people is attract the support. It usually does, probably not. Oh, that's very sad news. The Texans are really targeting Harris County. I can understand the Republicans in Texas because of its number of diverse votes and stuff. If these restrictions go through, they're saying, oh, yeah, Texas will win, but will they? Will those voting laws get passed in Texas? Maybe yes, no, 8 of Wands is in. Yeah. But you know what? I do think they're going to end up passing them, but I just, will they backfire? Because I've got the Empress here, which to me is American voters. They think that it's going to give them autonomy over voters and get what they want. People are saying, commentators are saying, if these laws pass, the Republicans will win. But will it backfire? I'm getting lots of yeses on it's going to backfire on them. And making the districts smaller. That means creating new districts, voting districts. Will they be able to create the smaller voting districts? Will the gerrymandering get passed? The Senate would lower current population threshold from counties with a population of 100,000 or more to those with a population of 30,000 or more. The House sets a 50,000 or more. Current population thresholds. I'm not quite sure what that means. Oh, uncover the news. It's not good. I don't need to do a read to know that it's not good, but I will do 3 cards on that. 3 cards on the future of the women and girls born in Afghanistan after the Taliban fell. Changes. It's the end of one way of life for them and the start of another. Families. 5 of Swords, abuse. They'll be subject to abuse. their families will be told, you know, you do this with your daughters and you do that with your daughters. That, yeah, a change for them. Four of Pentacles, they're going to be a lot less secure. Life is going to be a lot more anxious with them, with the Nine of Swords, the Hermit, the Caution. They're going to have to be efforts to, like, education efforts and everything. It's all going to be driven underground with the Hermit and the Caution they have to take. Knight of Pentacles, it's going to not be good. Queen of Pentacles, resources are going to be stripped away from educating girls. Knight of Pentacles, slow moving. They're going to need representation from others in the world. And it's going to be really hard and slow getting news out. Four of Cups, it's not going to be good for them. Three of Wands, it's going to have bad consequences. Because the Taliban, of course, not good. Not good. I wish I could tell you it would be better, but it's going to be a big change for them. And, you know, they will be targeted. Night, Sharon Sype. A red e-bike to where I could get out of the house and be outside and not just in my backyard. Yeah. So this, going back to Texas, the lower the current population threshold from counties with 100,000, is that basically creating new voting districts? So that a county with 30,000 up to 30, with less than 30,000 people would be included in a larger county, and now they're saying, oh, you can make that or more. How will lowering the current population threshold make a difference? I'm sorry, I'm trying to understand that. It sounds to me like gerrymandering. And where are these people going to vote? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Renee Rogers, hello. Night, Sharon Sype. Hi, Michelle Peterson. It is gerrymandering, yeah. Did they manage to do it? That would create more seats, wouldn't it? That would create more seats for the Republicans to win. Is that right? Wouldn't that create more seats for Republicans to win? I'm just trying to figure it out. Will they be able to do it, or will they be stopped from doing that? Will they be able to lower the current population? Will the gerrymandering be passed? Oh God, they're certainly, it's looking like they'll be able to. Will Texas and Florida and the Carolinas, where gerrymandering is the worst, reverse it in 2022? That's a good question. So if they pass these gerrymandering, which would just create more seats, wouldn't it? In the state, at least. And create more seats in the House as well, wouldn't it? Hi, Sophie Edwards. Yeah. All the gerrymandering. Will SCOTUS reverse it in 2022? Will SCOTUS reverse the gerrymandering? Yeah, I do think they will. I do think they will reverse the gerrymandering. That is the biggest thing. 6 of Swords. Yeah, because if they create smaller seats that are more Republican-minded, then they'll get more Republicans in the state legislature to do more. And yeah, no, that's going to be reversed. It's going to be a little bit of a battle, but there will be change with those American voters. Yeah. This is something that happens over and over and over and over. Makes it easier for the Republicans choose the voters rather than the voters choosing the people running. Okay. Does he? What's the Remain in Texas policy? A federal judge orders that. That's going to get overturned. Will that judgment get overturned, the Remain in Texas policy? Well, guys, it's over 3 hours, so yes, got the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, that's going to get overturned. That's going to get overturned. Okay, I'll do one quick read on Trump in September, and then I'm going to wrap it up, guys. Thank you very much for showing your support. I really do appreciate it. That's the Republicans choose the voters rather than the other way around, hey? People running. What is in store for Trump in September? by a long, skinny stretch of land along the coast to a large area of Republicans north of Houston. No, that's going to get overturned. Okay. Oh, sorry, I completely zoned out there. 3 of coins, 3 of wands, emperor here. Along really fed up NH with them not arresting. They are arresting people. They're just being quiet. When will the DOJ arrest people? They're just, they're doing it. The rule of law. They are doing it. They're just not advertising it. They're doing it quietly. 4 of wands. News will come out. Knight of cups. They are arresting people. They are getting rid of people who are abusing their position, and where possible arresting them. Some of them they're just dismissing. So they are cleaning out. 2 of cups. They're doing it, but they're just not being loud. They're keeping things under wrap. And they're definitely getting rid of people who are, you know, Trump needs to be arrested. You want Trump? Okay, let's have a look. They want everything to stick with Trump. They don't want to leave any surprises. I can't count here. Over an hour and a half away. Now that's the sort of thing that changes need to be made, especially if that strip of land does not have any people on it, or very few people on it. You cut it in half. Yeah. Yes, he did. He did, by releasing that person's name. Trump in September. 7 of swords. It's getting increasingly hard for him to duck and weave away from the consequences of his actions. Thank you, Mims. Queen of Wands. Investigations. Congress. His challenge is Congress. The 1-6 commission is his challenge here. Knight of Queens. At the base of this slow moving mercenary. Yeah, they're looking at people that he sent in. They're looking at ties to him and people who he sent in to do the job. His past actions, 9 of Wands. Oh, his past actions are going to cause him to feel a bit embattled. At the moment, Knave of Coins. Yeah, he's planning his little disruption. He's planning his disruption for the 18th or whatever. That's what's on his mind at the moment for September. 6 of Cups. So his future in September, his immediate future in September is actions coming back to bite him. A return, a repeat of a past action. Yeah, that's what he's looking at. In his environment, 5 of Swords, abuse of power and position. Stuff coming out about that. What do people see? They see someone who is headed for disappointment. He's not going to get reinstated. He believes he will. His hopes and dreams. He hopes. Queen of Cups. He's hoping that the people will fix everything for him. He doesn't really have any fears along that. I'll do another fear. King of Wands. Yeah, he's only got hopes. He really believes that he's going to get reinstated. Anything he does now, he's got no presidential protection. So 7 of Wands, he's outcome for him in September. He's going to have to start defending himself or building up a defense. 10 of Cups. The Republican Party, I feel there might be a deterioration on his hold over them. 8 of Swords. He might be in confinement, not necessarily jail, but his movements might be restricted. And the Emperor, the rule of law. There could be, yeah, I do feel that there might be some restriction placed on him, possibly even some indictments. Later in September. If there's another insurrection attempt, they're going to go grab him. They're going to go grab him. He'll be placed in some restrictions, but I do feel there's going to be restrictions on his movement and things like that. I do feel things might be coming to a head with him. 8 of Wands, and pretty quickly. Things might happen pretty quickly against him in September. Let's hope that that is true. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave off now. And, yeah, people need to stop sending them his money, their money. They need it for themselves. He's not going to make everything right for them. They know that. Hierophant on bottom, the Mage, the Magician, 5 of Discs, Worry, yeah, 3 of Wands, Virtue, 3 of Wands, Virtue, now Queen of Swords, the Painter. The problem is he doesn't believe he's ever going to have to pay any consequences, and that emboldens him. Will he have to pay consequences? Will Trump pay consequences? Ten of Coins, 9 of Coins. They're both yes cards. And Strength, yes, he's going to be paying consequences, and it's going to be financial. Okay, Trump will pay consequences. Okay, my darlings, I'm going to go now. Stay safe, stay strong, stay loving, and stay healthy. I will see you Tuesday night. 7:30 my time, which is 7:30 in the morning your time, and mid-afternoon and all that in other people's time between us, me and you. And I'll see you then. Hi, dishes and stitches. Good night, everyone. Thanks again for your love and support and for your good wishes for James's aches and pains. And I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.